Hi, my name's Sue, and this is Sue Marie P. If you've clicked on for the first time, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I like sharing some delicious recipes that you can make at home, and today I'm going to share how to make a homemade cherry ripe slice. This was inspired by a recipe I saw from an Aussie blogger called The Little River Kitchen. Hi Sharon, thank you for letting me share a version of your recipe. I've made the chocolate biscuit base with spelt flour, but you can swap it out for regular flour. It's got an amazing, creamy, delicious coconut cherry center, and it's topped with melted chocolate. It reminds me of the chocolate bar called Cherry Ripe, which is only available in Australia. It's been made since 1928, so I think it's one of the oldest chocolate bars made still. I think it was originally made by MacRobertson's. Now Cadbury's make it, and it's so delicious, but this slice is just as good. So if you'd like to see, no, this slice is even better. If you'd like to see how to make a homemade chocolate cherry ripe slice that's amazing, come with me and let's see. So step one of our cherry ripe slice today, we need to make the base, and we're going to cook it. We're going to bake it for about 10 minutes. The oven's on 170 degrees C, fan forced, and I'll pop some other temperatures above. And you need to prepare your cake tin. I'm doing it in a 20 centimetre square cake tin. I've greased it with butter and lined it with paper. You can do it in a rectangle slice tin, whatever you've got. And in the bowl here, I've melted my butter. I've got 125 grams of melted butter. And in there, I'm going to sift in, actually I'm going to pour in some white sugar, a quarter of a cup or 50 grams. Give that a little bit of a stir to melt that. I've got salted butter in the house, so that's what I've used. I haven't tried this recipe vegan yet, but I think it seems fairly interchangeable. If you can find condensed milk that's vegan, you could probably do this recipe. And I'm going to sift some cocoa powder. I've got 3 heaped tablespoons. There's a bit of paper in there. And I need to do a shout out to where I got this recipe from. It's from an Australian blogger, and the name is Little River Kitchen. So hi Sharon, thank you for letting me share this recipe. The change that I've made is I'm making it with white spelt flour on the base instead of regular flour. But I'll pop a link on my website at suemariep.com with the full recipe and where I got the recipe from. I have been trying to make a no-bake version of this because I had a request from one of my viewers, and I should have had a bigger bowl, to make a cherry ripe slice. Cherry Ripe, as I said in the intro, is a famous chocolate bar in Australia. And for anyone that's not living in Australia, might be missing it like me. Start bringing some of that flour into my base. So we're making a biscuit base, and I'm just going to be lazy now and just throw it all in because my bowl's too small. Next time, Sue, use a bigger bowl. So it's a chocolate biscuit base. So look at that coming together. When I was making my no-bake one, I tried it with crushed Oreos, and look, it was fine. I think when you do a no-bake one, it doesn't feel as firm, so it crumbled a bit. But this baked one was absolutely amazing. So I thought I really need to share it with you. And there was a cup of flour that I popped in there. So I'm going to press this in and bake it. I need to bake it for 8 minutes. So all I'm doing is I've got my cookie dough. It's like a cookie dough or biscuit base. I'm just stretching it into the corners. Got a fork. I'm just going to go in with the fork just to flatten it down. Now I'm going to bake this in my oven, 170 degrees fan for 8 minutes, 8 to 10. I don't want to overcook it. So while our base is in the oven, we need to do the filling, and it's just coconut, glacé cherries that I've chopped in half, and some condensed milk. So I'm going to pop it in the bowl. Oh, and to make it pink, I'm adding a little bit of food colouring, but that's optional. So in here I've got 3 cups or 250 grams of desiccated coconut, and in here I've got, it's 2 packets chopped up, 2 100-gram packets chopped in half. So I've just got little pieces now. They're a bit sticky. And a whole tin of condensed milk. And you are able to get, here in Sweden, vegan condensed milk. So if that's important, maybe have a look out for that. And that tin is 397 grams. Let's just mix it with a spatula. And that's my timer going off to get the sliced base out. I'll grab it out. Oh, I've got pink food colouring here, and I just eyeball it. It's quite strong, this one, so just do a few drops. Do 2 drops to start with, and then if I need any more, I can always add more. Just find with the fork, it actually gets the pink food colouring in blended a bit better. Now I've got quite a pale light pink, which I prefer. I don't want it too dark. Just blending it so there's no more white bits. I think we're looking good. So I'm going to pop it into this base now. It's quite thick and sticky, so it's a little bit tricky to squish it down. So just be patient. But we want to try and flatten it as much as possible. Now it goes back into the oven and we bake it for 15 minutes. So the cherry ripe slice is out of the oven. It's a little bit brown on top, but that's fine because we're going to cover it with melted chocolate. But I need to allow this to cool for about 20 minutes before we start drizzling the chocolate over. So I'll just let it cool and do its thing, rest, and come back shortly. I've allowed my base to cool for about 20 minutes, so it's not too bad. Now I'm going to do my melted chocolate to drizzle on top. So in here I've got 200 grams, which I've broken up, of a dark chocolate. It didn't really say on the packet what it was. I think it's a 70% dark chocolate. And I've got some coconut oil. I'm going to pop 3 teaspoons in there, or you can use vegetable oil. The oil actually just helps, what am I trying to say? The oil helps the chocolate glide on a little bit better. Now you can melt your chocolate in a double boiler, like in a little saucepan over some, or you have a little bit of water in your saucepan and use a glass bowl. I've got a microwave here in this apartment, so I'm going to use that, and I'll just do it in some short bursts until it's all melted, like maybe 30-second bursts. My chocolates are melted, so now I'm going to pour it onto the top of the slice. And I probably could have gone a little bit darker with my chocolate. It looks more like a 50%. And just jiggle it around to make it go all over the top. Now I'm going to leave this in my fridge overnight, and I'll come back tomorrow and slice it up. You can also slice it up after 3 hours. So we'll come back and we'll do a taste test tomorrow. So we're back with the cherry ripe slice, and I'm just going to lift it out. I've had it sitting on my bench for about 20 minutes, just so it's room temperature. Eat some of the chocolate. Now I'm going to attempt to cut it in front of you. So I've got a sharp knife here, I've got some hot water. Just going to dip the tip of the knife into the water. And it's still a bit hard. Now, I'm not the best person to cut things perfectly straight. Let me chop off a piece so you can have a look and we can try it. So cut it in 4, and then down the side I'm going to cut it into 6 pieces because it's quite rich and quite sweet. So it's 4 long and then 6 across. Have a look at that. Any Aussies out there, let me know. Oh, this way's probably better. Have a look at that. Any Aussies out there, let me know if that looks like a cherry ripe slice. I'll have a little bite. Now, in the cherry ripe bar, you don't have a biscuit base, but the biscuit base in the slice is to hold it all together. A sweet treat, not for anyone avoiding sugar. It's got the coconut flavour, the cherries, the biscuit base, the chocolatiness of the top. From the original recipe, I halved the amount of cherries, but if you want to go back and pop more cherries in there, double my amount. But I think there's enough. That's really good. So I hope you've enjoyed my cherry ripe slice recipe. If you're not from Australia and you've never heard of cherry ripes, but you like the idea of chocolate, cherries, coconut, give it a go. Let me know in the comments below. And for any Aussies out there, I hope you enjoy my cherry ripe slice, and I'll pop a few other easy slice recipes up above, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye from rainy Sweden.